Hello everyone, and then welcome to another video. Okay, so in this video we just running through some questions on vector algebra, okay, and then we find ways or means to use our calculator to find the respective answers to respective questions. Okay, so once you implement this approach, it will help you solve most of the questions. Okay, so without much ado, let's just dive right into this video. And then one more thing, in case you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe. Okay, kindly subscribe and hit on the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any uploaded video. And then one more thing, kindly like the video. Okay, like the video so that it gets pushed to other students who might need this video to help with their studies. Okay, so without further much ado, let's just dive into this tutorial. Okay, so let's say you've been given a certain question. Okay, let A equals ijk and B equals 2i 2j minus k. Then the projection of a vector A in the direction of the vector B is given by. Okay, so we know the simple approach. We just implement calculator tricks to solve the question. Okay, so we know that a projection of vector A onto a vector B is being represented in this form. Okay, yes, so all you have to do is just punch in your values, okay, and then you arrive at your respective answer. So let's put the calculator in what vector mode. Okay, so a vector mode is what 8. Okay, click on 8 and then you click on 1. So you want to insert your first vector A. Okay, vector A, so you click on 1. These are three what values ijk, so you click on what 1. Okay, and then you start putting or inserting your values. Okay, so I is 1, j is 1, and then k is what 1. Okay, after that you click on AC. Okay, click on AC and then you click on what shift 5, that's vector, and then you choose 1. Okay, choose 1 and then you choose vector B because we want to insert B. Okay, you click on 1 again and then you insert your vector B. Okay, so you have what 2 and then what minus 1. Okay, so after that you click on AC. Okay, kindly follow the procedure, okay, so that you don't get lost. Okay, and then after that you just insert this formula. Okay, now you have to find what a dot b, that's our dot product. Okay, so you choose shift 5, that's our vector, and then you choose what vector A, that's 3, and then you click on shift vector again and then you choose what 7, that's our dot, and then you click on shift 5, that's our vector, and then you choose what vector B. Okay, after that you click on your equal to sign, you get your what AB to be what equal to 3. Okay, that's your AB. So note that your AB is equal to what 3. Okay, so let's note that down. AB, okay, is equal to 3. Okay, so let's proceed. Now let's find what the direction of what B. Okay, so for the direction of B we have what 2 plus 2 minus 1. Okay, so we have 2 squared, okay, plus 2 squared, okay, and then plus minus 1 squared. Note that we are still in the what vector mode. Okay, so you can find your direction in the vector mode. Okay, so this is how it will appear. Okay, right, so let's find the answer. So that's also what 3. So from here you could just know that the final answer is what, sorry, this is 3. So you could know that our final answer is what B. Okay, answer is 1. So let's proceed to the second question. Okay, now okay, so now let's look at this question. So we have A, okay, A to be ijk, B to be 2 minus 1, or 2i 2j minus k, and then we have C. So we have to find what the scalar triple product. Okay, so note that we have scalar triple product and we have what vector triple product. You have to know the difference, else you might get lost. Okay, and then we know that a scalar triple product, okay? A scalar triple product is what? We know that is what? A dot, okay, brackets B times what? C, okay? This is your scalar triple product. So you can solve this using your calculator, okay? There's no need to go the manual approach, okay? So let's do the same thing with your calculator, okay? Let's insert our vector ABC, okay? So we clear everything out, then you click on mode 8, okay? That's our vector. Then you insert what? Vector 1, right? So our vector 1 is what? 1 1 1, that's vector A. Then let's insert vector B, okay? Let's choose him again, and then what? Vector B, okay? And you choose, you have what? B, okay? So you have what? 2, positive 2, and what? Minus 1, okay? Then you click on do that again. So you have what? 1, so vector C, okay? You choose what? 1, okay? So you have what? Vector C to what? 2, 2, and then what? Positive 1, okay? This is our vector C. 2, 2, positive 1, okay? Now let's find out what scalar triple product. We know that this is what the formula for scalar triple product. So you just insert out, use a calculator to find out final answer. So you click on the shift, vector, that's 5. You choose what? Vector A, that's 3. Okay, we have the dot over here. So you click on shift 5 and you choose what? 7, okay? That's our dot. Open your bracket, click on shift 5. And then you click on what? Vector B, okay, and then what? Multiplying. So click on that, shift 5, and then you click on what? You choose what? Vector C, that's 5, okay? Let's find the answer. Right, so we could notice that our final answer is what? 0, okay? You have to know one thing, that whenever you calculate what certain vector, okay, vector computation, maybe the scalar triple product, and then you get your answer, the final answer, to be 0, it means something. It means that the vector is something, okay? In my previous video, I proved those concepts to you. You can go back to a playlist on vectors, and then you get to proceed to question 4, okay? We have to find what the vector triple product, okay? So for the vector triple product is different from our vector scalar product. So for vector triple product, we have something like A multiplying open brackets B times what? C, okay? This is what your vector triple product, okay? So let's do same for that. So you can notice that these values are the same as these ones, okay? So you can notice that A is the same as A over here, B is the same thing over here, and then C is the same thing over here. So let's compute this using what? Vector triple product, okay? So now instead of what? A dot over here, so dot will make the entire question a scalar triple product. So let's just change that to what? Multiplication, so that it will match this what? Question, okay? Sorry, A multiplying B and C, okay? So we have A, B, C. So let's see our final answer, okay? So we have what? 4, 4 minus 8, okay? So it means that 4, 4 minus 8, right? So our final answer is what? D, okay? In case you didn't get what I just did, I just changed what? The scalar to what? Vector, okay? For scalar we introduce a dot, but for vector you introduce what? Multiplication. So I just changed you just change the dot to what? Multiplication, and then that's it, okay? So let's proceed. Okay, so we have to find a distance between what? U and then V, okay? Right, so instead of going the traditional approach, you can just use a calculator to find your distance, okay? Let's do that, okay? So with this method, you can choose to use do that in vector mode, or you can either choose to do it the traditional approach, okay, or the simple approach. You just use your this approach. So you use what? We know that finding direction, we use what? UV, okay? So UV is what? V minus U, okay? This is our direction, and then after that we find out the direction in this format, okay? So that's what we implement was 3 minus 7, okay, square, plus 2 minus 1 square, okay, so that will give us what? Root 17, okay, so our final answer is what? Root 17, okay. Now let's proceed. Okay, so we have to find what? Find if A is equal to this, B is equal to that, and C is equal to I plus BJ plus 4K, okay, our coplanar, okay, or our coplanar. Find the value of P. So we will be just implementing our formula for finding what coplanar. That's our scalar triple product, okay. So for coplanar, we implement scalar triple product. Again, in case you've forgotten, just go back to my to our playlist on what vectors, okay. Okay, so let's try finding value for P, okay. Okay, so we know that our scalar triple product will give us something like this, okay. So we have 2 minus 1, okay, and what? 3, and then we have 3, 2, and then what? 1, then we have what? 1 P, okay, and then what? 4, okay. So let's try solving this, okay. So once again, this is how you solve your scalar triple product, okay. So we have 2 outside, okay, and then we have what? 2, 1, okay, and then what? P4, okay, then minus 1, okay, and then we have what? 3, 1, 1, 4, okay, and then we have plus 3, okay, have 3, okay, and then we have 3, 2, 1 P, and then for coplanar, okay, the entire scalar triple product has to be equal to what? 0, okay. So you equate everything to 0 and then you proceed, okay. So this will give us what? 8. When you compute for this, we have 8 minus what? P, okay, plus this will give us 12 minus 1, okay, and then we have plus this 3P, okay, minus 2, okay. That's from here, 3 times P, and then 2 times 1 as minus 2, okay, and then equate that to what? 0. And then so from here we have what? This 16 minus what? 2P, okay, plus 11, okay, and then plus what? 9P, okay, this P, okay, 9P minus 6, okay, equals 0. So when you do your simple computation, or you can either use your calculator to do this, okay. You can use your calculator to find the final answer over here. So let's try doing that. Right, so let's just insert our entire expression. So we have what? 16 minus 2. So P will be represented by what? X, okay. Whenever you see P, just replace that with X, and then we have what? Plus 11 plus 9 X, okay, that's P, and then minus 6 equal to what? 0. So shift calc, and then let's see what our answer will be. So our final answer is what? P is what? Minus 3, okay. So this is our final answer, right? So let's proceed. Okay, so we have what? Find the scalar triple product of what? This expression, okay. So from here, we could notice that we've been given what? A certain scalar triple product. We've already even done this, I guess so, yes, from these, okay. This is the question, okay, this is the exact question. So that's here we had our final answer to be what? 0, okay. We've already done that, so let's proceed. So we've already done that. Okay, so we have to find what? If A is this and B is that, and then let's find A by A multiplying B, okay. So let's try doing that with our simple calculator approach, okay. So 8, and then let's choose A, and that's 1. So let's choose our 3 values. So we have what? 1, 3, and then what? 4, okay. Then let's choose, remember anytime after punching your vector values, click on AC. Okay, yes, it's very, very important. So let's choose our second vector dim, and then let's choose vector 2. Okay, let's insert our values. We have 2, 7, okay, and then what, minus 5. Right, so let's try find what a by b. Okay, shift 5, choose vector a, that's 3, okay, multiplying by what, vector b. Okay, let's see our final answer. So we have what, minus 43, 13, and then what, 1. So we have what, this minus 43 plus 13j plus k. So our answer is what, a. Okay, a is our final answer. This is our answer. Okay, right. So let's proceed. Notice that once you know these calculator approaches and calculator tricks, it won't take you much time to get the answers to respective questions. Okay, other than going through the normal approach, try to solve everything with your hand and all that. Meanwhile, you are working with time. Okay, so let's see. We have to find out the vector projection of B, okay, onto A. The similar approach. Okay, so yeah, when you want to find out your vector projection, okay, this B onto A, okay, B onto A, this is a vector projection. Okay, vector projection. Okay, so remember you use a certain formula, okay, like B onto A. So we have this formula, A dot B divided by what, the magnitude of A. Okay, and then we have this raised to the power 2, and then multiply it by the A itself. Okay, we have something like this. It seems it's something like this, B onto A. Okay, so let's use this approach, okay, to find out values. Okay, so let's use our calculator. Okay, so this is what, our magnitude. Let's first find our magnitude. Okay, right, so we have what, let's find out our magnitude. Okay, so we have A, so this is our vector A. So we have what, minus 2, okay, squared plus 3 squared, okay, then plus 1 squared. Okay, so we have what, root 14 as our what, A, magnitude of A. Okay, so we have root 14. Okay, this root 14. Okay, right, so let's proceed. Let's find out. Okay, so let's proceed. Let's find A dot B. So we have what, let's put this in vector mode. Okay, 8, and then let's choose our vector A. Right, so let's insert our vector A. So A is what, minus 2, 3, and then 1. Okay, and then let's choose our second vector 2. Okay, and then we have what, 1, 1, and then 2. Okay, so now let's find out A dot product. Okay, so we have shift vector A, that's 3, and then shift vector 7, that's our dot, and then shift vector, that's vector B. Okay, so that will give us what, 3. Okay, right, so let's compute this. So we have what, A dot B to be equal to what, 3. Okay, so let's try computing this. We have what, 3 divided by root 14, okay, all squared, then squared. Okay, and then we have what, A. So A is what, minus 2i. Okay, and then we have plus 3j, and then we have what, plus k. Okay, so let's simplify this. So we have what, just multiplying this throughout, we have minus 6, okay, and this will give us what, 14. Okay, 14i, and you have 9 on 14j, and then we have 3 on 14k. So you can further simplify this. Okay, so this will give us minus 3 on what, 14. Okay, you can decide to omit the ijk. Okay, and we have what, 9 on 14, and then what, okay, on 14. So you could notice that there's a final answer. Okay, right. So let's take our final question. Okay, so we have to find the cosine of the angle between these vectors. So we have to find the cosine. Okay, the cosine of the angle between the two vectors. Okay, so from here you can notice that we have two vectors, okay, a and b, and then we have to find out the cosine. Okay, so from here you know that cos theta has to be equal to what? Let's find the cosine of the angle between these vectors. Okay, so we have a, okay, a dot b, okay, divided by a, and then what? The magnitude of b. Okay, so you have to find this. What you have to find? Okay, we have to find cosine of this. Okay, not the angle. We are finding the entire of this. Okay, this is what we are trying to find, the entire of this. Okay, not only the theta. We are finding the cos, the entire cos of what? That expression. Okay, so let's try finding a dot b and then magnitude of a and b. Okay, right. So let's find what magnitude of a. So magnitude of a is equal to what? 2 squared. Okay, have 2 squared. Let me just put this in the normal mode. Okay, right. Okay, so we have, let's find magnitude of a. So we have 2 squared plus minus 3 squared, and then we have what? 4 squared. Okay, this is a. 2 minus 3, 4. Okay, that will give us what? Root of 29. Okay, so this will give us root of 29. Okay, that's magnitude of a. Let's find what magnitude of b. Okay, so magnitude of b is equal to 1 squared plus 2 squared, and then what? Plus 5 squared. Okay, that will give us root of 30. Okay, so this is root of 30 right. So let's find what a dot b. Okay, so now we can just go back to our vector mode. Okay, you could just find the magnitude in vector mode. Okay, but you can also try doing it this way. Okay, so let's choose our vector 1, the real value. So we have a to what? 2 minus 3, and then what? 4. Okay, let's find vector b. Okay, 2, so we have 1, 2, and then what? 5. Okay, now let's find a dot b. Okay, so shift vector a. Okay, and then shift vector 7, that's our dot. Shift vector what? b. Okay, so this will give us what? 16. Okay, so we have a dot b is equal to what? 16. Now let's just punch that into this expression. We have what? 16 on root of 29 multiplied by root of what? 30. Okay, so once you punch this on your calculator, so let's punch this on our calculator. Okay, so we have 16. Okay, 16 root of 29 multiplied by root of 30. Okay, end up with 0.542. Okay, 0.542. So this is what cosine of this angle. So from here you can notice that this is the final answer. Okay, 0.542. I don't know whether there are some values. Okay, so I have 5425. Okay, 45. So when you round this up, you end up with 5. So So yes, this brings us to the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed this video. Kindly subscribe, hit on the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any uploaded video, and then like the video so that some other students get access to it. Okay, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.